Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? How are you all doing today? Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see. Glad to attend today's meeting. Oh, I'm so happy to be here with you as well. Thanks so much for attending today's meeting, everybody. So glad everybody can make it today. So glad. And by the way, saying you've missed me is not very HR compliant, so please keep that in mind as we navigate this meeting. So, I just wanted to say, as for my prediction, this outcome doesn't quite come as a surprise, but today we're here to discuss how you've been doing at work. You're a new hire, it's been a couple months. Just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Isn't this after work hours you're mentioning? After work hours? What do you mean after work hours? Work is 24/7. What are you talking about? Work is 24/7. Work is 24/7. What do you mean? The only time you're not working is when you're napping, right? Sleep doesn't exist, of course, at our company because we relentlessly drive for results. I really can't fathom what you're talking about. HR stands for Hello, Rachel. You silly goose. You freaking silly goose. Haha, what a knee slapper. Haha, what a knee slapper. What a knee slapper. Before we start, I can just say that you've been doing very well on your LinkedIn dailies recently. Thank you. Thank you very much. I play them right before my nap as a treat. Of course, it cuts into my 20-minute nap block, but a girl's gotta do what she gotta do, and the faster I do my LinkedIn dailies, the more I can take a nap. Shall we all go ahead and greet each other then? You can say HR, hello Rachel, and I'll say, what should I say? Maybe I'll say, high results, because that's what we're aiming for, right? High results, everybody, and that's what HR stands for as well. HR. Hi, everybody. Hi, HR. HR. So good to see you all. So good to see you all. Hope you guys are all doing well today. You guys are all doing well today. Wow. Who's this Rowa person you keep speaking of? I don't know who this Rowa person you keep speaking of is. Who is this Rowa person? Are you still getting my name wrong? That's so funny. Really, you're such a goofball. Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I can't believe it at all. You're so funny. Rowa's world old workmate from the old job. Sorry. That's all right. Although I did tell you last time that was a habit you should fix. Maybe that's something we need to go over in today's review. After all, I still am your mentor. After all. But still, I would say, it's really building up workplace culture for us to have these rituals and talks and say HR to each other, right? 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 Great. Glad you agree. I'll take that silence as an affirmation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. You can respond a little faster when your mentor asks you if something's right, right? There's not much to stop and think about. All you have to do is say right, right? Exactly. That's exactly what I thought of. That's exactly what I thought of. Right, 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 right. Left? You guys are so silly. You're about to be the one leaving if you don't straighten your mess up. You should know directions by now, right? Exactly. 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 Wow. I'm so proud of you guys. Wow, I'm so proud. So proud. So proud. Wow. You guys have learned a lot, haven't you? Mhm, 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 mhm. Exactly, exactly. It's unfortunate that Rowa was let go for playing Unite during an important meeting. We don't tolerate those kind of games here. You know that, right? We don't tolerate those kind of games here. I think it's a little funny that you'd think about even mentioning that. Between you and me, that's not something we talk about here. It's not really adhering to company culture or anything, so I advise that you watch out and Don't say anything like that, I'm just saying that because I care about you, you know? I just want you to succeed at the company, enjoy your time here, and have a great time. Of course. You're so right. 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 Work is all we do here. That's right. That's right. That's right. Rachel, you didn't catch me at the baby shower last week? We invited the whole office? I was invited. I was there. I was dialing in via Zoom from conference room C. Didn't you see me there? If you didn't, then maybe you need to pay better attention to your surroundings. Besides, I wasn't the one out frolicking and lollygagging out in a park. I was working, driving results. Driving results, adding business gain. If someone was bringing something to the table at the company, what matter do children have? They can't even work. Lunch break already passed. I don't know why you're asking again. Do you not see the clock? What time is it? You're so funny. You're so funny. You guys are so funny. A bunch of jokers, right? A bunch of jokers. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about your performance recently. It's been a couple months. I know last time I talked to you after it's been a week or two, but it's been a couple months, so I just wanted to talk to you. How are you feeling? How are you enjoying the company culture? Let's chat from, worker to worker, from Rachel to Wagey. I just wanted to make sure that you're having a great time, that you feel welcomed and supported at the company, as your mentor. I just want to make sure that you're having a great time. Thank you. I'm so glad you're having a good time. Thanks so much for those hearts. I really understand. 3 hearts. One for the heart I put into all my work, one for the heart that you put into your work, and of course, one for the love that the company has for us. Isn't it just lovely? Amazing. Amazing, even. Amazing. I'm so happy to be working here, and I hope you are too. Of course, if you have any displeasures, you can submit them to Human Resources, HR, not me. Hello, Rachel. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But, before you submit anything to Human Resources, you can always talk to me, your good old friend, Rachel, about it. I'm always here for you, no matter what. You know, I once. Oops, I think something disconnected. Let me go ahead and check that out. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Right. Okay. Got it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just needed a bit of time to make sure, all of the company mandated tech stipend equipment provided to us was in gear. But yes, of course, let me go ahead and, read some of the questions that you had. Can you get a raise? Well, why would you need a raise when everybody at the company raises each other up? Do you not feel lifted by the uplifting comments I make on your work every day? Not at all? No? Oh, then I guess I need to do better. How about this? Your work is fantastic. I think that, you know, uh, there's many opportunities for growth within the company, and you're fulfilling all the main metrics that we need to lift up each other. You should practice. Go ahead and say something like that. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Mm. Thanks, Rachel. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're friends? Of course we are. We're friends. And friends would never make each other feel lonely. Why? Is something wrong? Are you feeling a little lonely? What's the problem? If you're feeling lonely, that means you must have a bit of free time. You shouldn't have stuff like that here, you know that? You shouldn't have stuff like that here. So don't worry. If you're feeling lonely, I can fix that. How about we get you onboarded onto 3 new projects? You won't even have time to feel lonely. Let's see. I'm sure Maria could use some help, and so could Patrick. I think Maurice, our new hire, could use some help as well. I'll definitely go ask them. So you feel surrounded by your wonderful coworkers, that we all uplift each other. And of course, make sure we never feel lonely. If your schedule's packed, you'll never have any time to stop and think about anything. Exactly. If you have time to lean, then you have time to clean. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you give some feedback for a performance review? Well, I'm not the one doing your performance review. I'm just your mentor. So you should ask your manager about that. But if you want to ask how to, ask some questions to your manager, I really, really, really recommend, maybe asking eloquently. I know you were talking about maybe raises, so you might be wondering in a blunt, more way, does taking on all this extra work come with extra pay? The company won't like it if you ask that bluntly, between you and me. So how about this? Let's see. Try saying it after me. As my role has organically evolved, can we schedule time to review my overall compensation and discuss whether or not it's still aligned with my current role and responsibilities? Will these tasks be a part of my job long term? And if so, is there an opportunity to reevaluate my job description, title, and overall compensation to more accurately reflect these additional responsibilities? Or if, those are a little too long, how about with my role expanding, is there a plan to review my title and compensation to better reflect these additional responsibilities? What do you think? What do you think? Haha. ChatGPT? Oh no, we don't use that at this work. I wrote them all down, of course. How do you think I haggled my way up to promotion? Or, sorry, how do you think I was recognized for my merit based performance? We would never put our trust into something as unreliable as AI. Of course, everything here comes from the heart, and that's why we put our heart and soul into every single task and project that we do. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand, right? One big job PTSD? Oh, well, um, I'm sorry to hear that. But, I just, I don't think I don't think that really falls in my responsibilities in being a buddy. It sort of falls outside of my job description to give you therapy, but if the opportunity for a role expansion and coaching comes available, I'd be happy to discuss reworking my contract to better align with the new responsibilities that come with doing so. Mhm. Exactly, exactly. Mhm. Exactly. So feel free to bring that up with my manager, and maybe we can talk about that a bit more. What do you think? Sound good? Mm, exactly. Exactly. Never trust human resources? What do you mean? They're reliable when they're around, but they're currently away. 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 Just for a bit. I'm sure they'll be back soon, right? In the meantime, why don't you focus on some work? Why don't you focus on some work? Let's start working together. Although I see some questions still. I still haven't been set up with your 401k. Who do I talk to about this? Human resources. I'm legally not allowed to help you with your taxes or retirement funds because that could be considered a conflict of interest. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit. My bad. My bad. Hmm? What do you mean, what's in the corner? I don't know what's in the corner. Are you all right? Is something going on? I'm sure that's your screen, not mine. We are on a Zoom meeting after all. Are you getting weird notifications? Well, maybe you should get that checked with tech support. You've been acting a little weird recently. You've been acting a little weird recently. So, I don't know about that. maybe you do need to talk to human resources. Maybe we can, submit an emergency inquiry. Huh. Well, but that's not part of my job description. So go ahead and contact human resources about that. Haha. So funny. Ha 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 ha. Right. Oh, this is quite a personal question. How would you go about dating a coworker? Well, you know, we don't really have time for that kind of stuff. You should be in love with your work. You should be in love with your work. Why are you thinking about other things? That's a little distracting. I'm sure your calendar is heavily scheduled with meetings, so to ensure appropriate time is available to get all your work done, you should sit out of those lower priority meetings this week or extend the deadline on some of your projects. I don't know what you're going about, thinking about like love or romance or anything like that. Blink twice if you need help. I don't need help. You're so funny. 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 Why would you want to work more when you can work? Why would you want to earn more when you can work more and benefit the company and maximize profits? You're right. Wow, such a great employee. I'll be sure to give you some recognition points for that. Don't worry. I got you. I understand. You really began to uphold these company values, huh? I understand. I understand completely. Wow. What a star employee I've done. You've become. I'm so proud of you. Really. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I don't need help. Nope, 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 nope. Of course I'm helping myself do more work. What are you doing if not doing that? Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, silly me. I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Our company's very passionate about supporting all the holidays that we want to celebrate. So for Valentine's Day, I got a surprise in my inbox. You want to know what it was? You want to know what it was? Here. Here. Lean in. I'll let you know. Here. What was it? Another new project? That's right. You guessed correctly. I'm so happy that you know how to read my mind like that. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Wow. Why would coworkers hold hands if your hands aren't on the keyboard or the mouse? You should be doing work. Even now, as I talk to you, I'm obviously doing work right now. And if you're really slacking off, I'm not really able to offer you additional support in completing your workload. In fact, my productivity is being impacted by the overwhelming workload that you're currently putting on me by slacking off like that. So if there's any support that maybe you can offer me, that'd be great. Great. You're so funny. You're so funny. You're so funny. Really. Really. Anyways. Anyways. Why are you getting so many notifications? Like I said, maybe they're putting you on a new project. I don't know. But if that's the case, you should get to work. You should get to work. Don't worry about something like that, though. Our meeting is usually only, what, 30 to 45 minutes? I have some extra time to, spare for you, so I can, of course, go until the 45 mark. But, of course, within our 20 minutes remaining, I want to use the time as productively as possible, so let's chat about what strategies can make you a better worker. Of course, hands on keyboard, always typing. In fact, let me go ahead and do something very quickly. Give me 1 second, will you? exactly. Sorry, just had to return and, you know, type that email very quickly. Very quickly, very quickly. But regardless, let's talk about strategies on how to become, a more productive office worker. For one, cut all your distractions. Why need a phone when you have anything else? Our work phones, well, we got away with those a long time ago because somebody was playing some sort of game on it where they were running on the top of trains, and then all I heard from the desk over was, somebody asking if they were the asshole or not. But, between you and me, that person got laid off, and they're the reason why we don't have work phones anymore. But that's okay. That's okay. Of course not. I would never protest. We got Valentine's Day benefits. Did you not see the little dish of chocolates they left out for us in the break room? Of course we got benefits. The chocolates that we sent out in the break room weren't enough for you. What more do you want from the company? Why should they be spending money on us when they could spend it on, encouraging revenue? The game is called Subway Surfers. How do you know that? You guys are so distracting. We're supposed to be talking about work strategies right now, but of course I'll answer and entertain your questions. Where can you get the same pair of glasses as me? Your vision isn't hindering your ability to work. Well, you should get that checked. I don't know. Just lean closer into your screen. What's your problem? I don't know. These are just fashion, I don't really get any. I don't really get any value out of these. I got them as a gift. Well, more like they were left to me in a will of. Well, you don't need to hear about what happened to Claire. Well, regardless, let's not talk about such dark things. Let's not talk about such dark things. Regardless, yeah, could you repeat that? I was replying to a work email. Of course. So I wanted to talk about work strategies, how we should more effectively use our time. Mm. So for one, I think we need to set a meeting agenda every single time that we come into a meeting, so we can improvise, adapt, overcome any of the difficulties that we have. Let's see, some other feedback for you. I think it would be good not to fidget as much, maybe. Um, Excuse me? I'm cooked? That's pretty informal language to be using at the office. You shouldn't be saying that to someone. I could seriously report you to human resources for that one. But I'll let it go. Since we're friends after all. I'm sure you meant it as a joke, so it's not a problem. Right? Right? Right. That's okay. Silence is an answer too. Don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. Right. 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 Glad we're all on the same page. So glad we're all on the same page, in fact. It's wonderful, right? Mm, right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Love hearing that confirmation. It's amazing. Mhm, mhm. Anyways, as I mentioned, I think that since you mentioned you were unhappy with Valentine's Day and whatnot at the office, like I said earlier, our job is to make sure that you don't feel lonely. So of course, we can give you some more work to do. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to everybody about it. And then once you get heads down in an Excel spreadsheet, there's nothing more thrilling than, making sure all the formulas work. And then when you get the pivot table right, isn't it just thrilling? Like, why need romance when Excel is right there? Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Are you feeling that touched by Microsoft Excel? Oh, me too. Doesn't your heart just doesn't your heart just ever skip a beat when all the formulas just line up perfectly? Mhm. 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 You're right. Your dream is to enter the Excel World Championships. Me too. Me too. That was my dream too. Wow, I can't believe we have the same dream. That's wonderful. I've been practicing and doing those Excel spreadsheet exercises. It's something I'm really passionate about. My best time, I've been trying to get under 130, not 130, sorry, a minute and 30 seconds. But, all the record holders are about a little over a minute. I've been having trouble. Maybe because I've been distracted by All the projects going on. Can't really practice on that kind of stuff if we don't have the time to think about it, right? Practice together? When would we find more time on the calendar between mine and yours where we have that time? Let me drink some water. Make sure not to slouch. A crooked spine? That's not mine. But ha ha ha. So funny. So funny. Drinking water on company time? Of course. Our company water is what tastes the best. You don't want to drink the company water? Why do you think I always stay in the company? The water is best. You know, my buddy and mentor gave me so much of the company water when I first came that I felt like I could stay here forever. Have you not tried the company water? You should try some. Lead poisoning? We don't have stuff like that. Unless you mean lead poisoning. As in, you're destined to become a lead if you keep drinking the company water. I didn't know somebody told you about that myth. When they say that, like, you become a lead if you drink enough of the company's water, that just means you've been here for a while, right? I think that's just an urban myth, so you don't need to worry about it too much. Mm-hmm. You're feeling a bit anxious. Could you open a window or something? You can go ahead and open the windows. We're on Zoom. Go ahead. I'll wait. Don't worry. Feel free. Great. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. The lighting looks great back there. Oh, I didn't know that, the basement floor had that kind of lighting. It's not that bright down there usually, but I'm sure the sun decided to shine just for our meeting. Our cubicles aren't right next to each other. I work on the third floor, and you work on the basement floor as a new hire. What are you talking about? I know that you've talked about wanting to move up the ladder a bit quickly so you can at least make it to the second floor, but I'll have you know that nobody does that unless they've really excelled or driven some high results or, won an award or something like that. It's not common. Not to say I don't believe in you, of course. I wouldn't want to make you feel left behind or lonely or anything. But, you know, they say started from the bottom, now we here. So you've got to start from the bottom so you can come up to here. I think you're a little confused about how this company works, but that's okay. Of course I'll explain it to you. Mhm. They promised you work on the second floor if you got to work on the 3 project right away. Well, you know, they're not always honest, especially what happened with Clay. I mean, oh well, yeah, me. It took me about 4 years to get to the third floor, but that's okay. I'm sure with my guidance, you can make it up here faster. Don't worry. Everybody dreams of getting up to the 70th floor, but between you and me, I've heard that the company doesn't even own floors 20 through 60. So, just gotta keep working. Just gotta keep working. 4 years? That's kind of slow. Mark made it in 2 years. Well, Mark is a. Sorry, you cut out for a little bit. Could you repeat that? You're so funny. What? Oh, don't frown. I said you cut out a little bit. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is a what? What is? What is? Oh, look at the time. We only have 9 minutes left of our meeting. We only have 9 minutes left on the meeting. So I suppose we should talk about some things. You know, like I said, 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 like I said. Perhaps we should talk about work. No, you don't have to talk about other people at work. Gossiping about your coworkers isn't kind. So we can talk about work. let me go ahead and search for something, and then we can talk about, your upcoming project. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Well, in fact, how about I ask you about if you're able to provide some clarity around the work that you've been doing right now? How about that? I think this task really has to be prioritized. And, since you're taking the lead on it, I encourage you to step up to the bat and, of course, get the stuff done. It's okay. If you want, we can talk about it during our next sync. I understand I just put you on the spot. I don't want to, really make you feel isolated or anything or make it feel like nobody's supporting you at work. By the way, I don't have time for our next buddy sync next week. So I'll go ahead and see you maybe April. I don't know. I'm going on a trip soon. Not sure if I'll ever come back, but I mean, haha, funny joke. Maybe I'll see you in April. Mm-hmm. What do you mean that far? It'll pass by in a blink. It'll pass by in a blink. Don't worry about it. It'll pass by in a blink. Before you know it, April will have ended, and then right afterwards, it'll be June. That's half a year. And once it's been half a year, Q3 will be open and over before you know it. Then Q4 will be done. And it'll be 2026 before you know it. I haven't talked to you since 2024. Haha. Huh. That's... Well, I think, I think, I think, I think it'd be a bit better to calm down. Calm down a little bit. I'm sorry, I got a little overwhelmed. Since we have so many high priority projects, I of course just wanted to make sure that none of us were really slacking off or anything. So I understand. It's okay. Right. Right. It'll be okay. It'll be A-OK. I promise. I promise. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Everything will be fine. Fine. Yep. I don't know why you're so worried. Phew. Zooey mama. It'll be A-OK. I already filed my taxes, so, I think I'll be okay. Whew, let me just go ahead and reply to this very quickly, and then I think we'll go ahead and, wrap up our meeting. Seems like nobody has any more urgent questions, so I think we should just go ahead and wrap up here. Phew. All right, that looks all good from our end. Let me just go and, send that out. Uh-huh. Do a couple clicks here. Right. Right. Exactly. Alrighty then. Did I get Patrick's email on the new project? No. That's your project. Why would I be included in that? You're so funny. Since you've been here for a couple months, to get onto the second floor, you really have to take initiative. I don't know what you're doing dilly-dallying around like that. So, don't worry about it. I believe in you. Don't worry about it. And if you need support, I would say ask your manager, but I think your manager's been gone for so long that, certain things just aren't reachable. But that's okay. I think my other meeting is starting a little early. Sorry if you can hear my notification sounds. I, of course, don't want to miss anything from work, so I have everything set up. But anyways, Thanks so much for coming to the meeting today and taking time to talk to me. Hope you had a wonderful meeting, and I'm wishing you all the best with your future work. Maybe I'll see you around in the nap room or something. Okay, I'll go ahead, and I'll see you around, okay? Thanks.